I think this setup will work. Let's see. I've not filmed like a sit down video in so long. Hi guys! Oh my god. It feels very weird. I haven't filmed a proper sit down video in the longest time ever, but I think we are well and truly overdue for a Q&A and just a general catch up chat because we haven't just sat down and had a little chat in ages. Just got back from my trip to New York, LA, Milan, London, and my trip was absolutely amazing. It was surreal. Safe to say I'm very happy to be home. I was exhausted when I got back, but I'm gonna fill you in on everything that was kind of going on when I was overseas. So it's gonna be like a life update slash Q&A because I have a bunch of questions from you guys too. I guess I'll just start with my trip to America. So pretty much my manager set up a trip to go over to New York and LA as a work trip. My manager Tess is absolutely amazing. I think you guys might have seen her on some of my Instagram stuff. She set up a trip pretty much to meet up with the IMG offices in New York and LA. It's like IMG / WME is what they call it over there. And pretty much, as you guys know, I've studied acting for ages. It's a massive passion of mine and something that I really wanted to get into this year. So we went over for meetings to sign with the agencies over there because they have more of a link with acting stuff. So WME is more like acting, presenting, that type of thing. So yeah, I went to go and meet with the offices there, to do some other meetings with different brands and different people, and I have really exciting news. It's so crazy to me, and like I didn't even know this was happening when I was going over, but it literally is pinch myself dream. But the New York offices have signed me, and so have the LA offices and London. So it's crazy to me that now I have agents in New York, LA, and London. So like, what? Just insane. So I guess shortly I'll be applying for my American visa so I can work over in America, go for castings, for acting stuff, and just expand, I guess, on what I'm doing right now, because there's a lot more to what I want to do than just YouTube and Instagram. There's so many different things and exciting things that you guys are obviously involved in that I can create or just expand on to take, you know, this thing that we've created online and make it something amazing, and so more people can hear things and I can spread more of a message or just activate more things, and also do things that I'm really passionate about in terms of the acting or creative direction or just music industry stuff and all of that. Yeah, your girl is now international. My plans are kind of, I guess, later on in the year I'll go and live over in America for 2 months or so, just to be on ground there, doing some work and just finding my feet there. I'm not moving full time, don't worry. I absolutely love living in Sydney right now. I'm so happy with my living situation. I love my apartment, I love where I live, and I love life in Sydney. I've never been happier living somewhere. I just feel so at home here. I'm still living alone in my apartment, but I always have friends coming to stay. It's pretty much why I got a spare bedroom. We call my apartment the halfway house because I always have friends staying. But yeah, so pretty much had all of these meetings in New York and LA and in London, and I went to London and I saw Izzy, my best friend that moved over there. Milan, you guys obviously saw. I went over for Tommy Hilfiger, which was just insane and so cool. And yeah, so now I'm home and I'm planning on being home for a bit. Maybe going to Coachella, I'm not sure yet. I definitely want to go back to Europe for winter here at some point. So if you guys know any good hotspots for summer in Europe, tell me where your favorite places are, because I really want to do that. It's somewhere that's been a dream of mine to go and explore and travel around, and I mean, like, I may as well do it while I'm young. When I do finally get my booty over to Europe, I really want to focus on, obviously I'll be filming stuff for you guys for fun, but I really want to focus on my writing. Like, it'd be a perfect place to get inspired and to kind of have some time to be with myself and my thoughts to write. I definitely find new cultures and new places that I haven't explored before very inspiring. So yeah, I'm trying to think what other life updates. Oh yeah, the TV commercial that I shot for Garnier is now out. I use Garnier micellar water. So if you live in Australia, I'm sure you've probably seen it on like ads for YouTube or on TV. It's super cool. Also another pinch myself moment. A major highlight of the past few months was filming that and being a part of that. That's just a dream, like doing anything in that acting space or commercial space or TV, like anything. I don't know, I just like, if you had told me that a few years ago, I just would have laughed and thought you were joking. Before I get into the questions, another update, life update on just, I guess, how I'm feeling, where my head's at. I am at this point right now where I'm truly feeling so great. For a while I was so overwhelmed and really confused with my job, with everything that was going on. It's like there was so many different avenues that I wanted to be doing, and I wanted to be achieving all of these things, and I just felt like I was taking a step forward and then 5 steps back all the time because I didn't know how to actually take my ideas and put them into fruition. And like, I think what's amazing now is that with my new manager Tess, like, it's so helpful to have someone that I think, she's great. She just like, I'll come with an idea and she'll be like, yep, come on, let's do it. And now my American agents are literally the exact same. I'll have an idea and they're like, Cartia, start working on it now. So I feel really good in terms of my work life. I feel like more of myself, I'm finally starting to show and be able to put into practice the things that I'm actually genuinely very passionate about. I mean, I love YouTube, but I always feel like there's so much more I have to offer than just, you know, making videos for you guys. I have more of a voice and I want to be able to showcase that and do more with it. Creative wise, there's so many things I love to create there. I don't really know how to translate yet, but I'm working on that. I feel like I've got a really good team around me. I feel really supported, which is amazing, and I just feel like I'm more understood now. I think it was always hard for me because I was such a lone wolf. You know, I wasn't like every other YouTuber, and I'm still not, which is, it can be hard because I want to do so many different things, but I think I've come to also accept the fact that I'm not like everyone else on this platform, and that it's okay for me to be doing my random weird stuff and somehow still, like, I guess people are liking that. And for a while I was really scared that I had to follow a certain thing, and I kind of did go off track with that, which I spoke about in a video a while ago. But no, I'm feeling really grounded in my work stuff, in my life. Now that I'm home from my trip overseas, I really, when I got home, had this moment to myself of just being like, what do you want to do? Because you can do anything. Like, stop limiting yourself, stop following what other people want you to do or who they want you to be. Just get back to you. So I haven't felt this myself in so long. Trusting my heart more, being more accountable. I think I've grown up quite a bit, and I'm like proud of myself for that. So yeah, I'm just so insanely excited for the year to come. I'm like also nervous by it because it's just been crazy so far. Like, I think I've been to 5, 6, or I can't remember how many countries it is, and it's only March. I'm rambling. I feel good. I feel inspired. I feel like I know what stuff in my life I need to get sorted and clean up, and I am still every day just reminding myself to be grounded, to meditate, to exercise, to do these things that keep my mind and my body and my spirit all on track and level with each other. Because don't think that I'm a very happy, positive person, but being happy and positive and keeping a good mindset and a clear mind and positive mental health requires your work every single day. So I know if I stop looking after myself and enough self-love and kind words to myself, if I start beating myself up, if I start getting stressed, if I start comparing myself, if I start getting all stuck in my head, then it becomes dangerous, because that's when I know I'm gonna just fall off track. So I'm every day reminding myself to be kind to myself, to say nice things to myself, to nourish myself, etc, etc. You get what I'm saying? It's important. Let's answer some questions. If someone told you 5 years ago that you would be shooting for Tommy Hilfiger in Milan, what would you have thought or said? Crazy, crazy proud of you. Thank you so much. It's insane. It's only really hit me now that I'm home, and it's been like a week to process everything that happened, and like I've also really done a lot of reflecting on where I've come from, and yes, really reflecting on the amount of shit that I got from people and the bullying and like the harsh words. I remember when I was younger, I'd always say, like, to whenever I thought when people were mean to me, I'd be like, you're gonna regret this, like I'm gonna do great things and you're gonna feel so silly for being so rude or doubting me. So I think there was something in me when I was younger that always knew I'd be doing stuff like that, but I don't think I fully would have believed that I'd be doing stuff with Tommy Hilfiger and shooting for them, let alone being sent over there to Milan to watch a fashion show. Like, it's just crazy and so humbling to know that a big brand like that or people in that sphere can see me as value and can appreciate my voice or just my presence in that world. So it's very humbling and crazy. it still doesn't feel real. I don't think stuff like that ever will feel real. Would you ever write a book talking about spirituality and how you stay positive and mindful? Honestly, would love if you did. Look how excited I just got. Ooh, ooh. As I said, I am really trying to focus on my writing. So watch this space. I'm not saying too much, but like, maybe I'll write a book soon. Who knows? How do you keep motivated to stay as healthy as you do? I get asked this a lot. I stay motivated to stay healthy because my lifestyle is extreme. It is very exhausting. It is very full on. I need to stay healthy as balance to everything, otherwise I would just burn out. So I need to do things that are gonna make me feel good every single day, that are gonna make me feel energized. So eating healthy is one, exercising is one, meditating and looking after my mental health, journaling. It's taken me time to obviously find my my process with staying healthy and motivated to stay healthy, but I think my life is so fast paced. It's just something that comes with it. You need to. If I want to keep up, this is what I need to do. And also, I've come from a place when I was younger being really overweight and not being so healthy. So when I lost a lot of weight, I changed my whole lifestyle. So this is my lifestyle now, and it's more normal for me. I've made this my norm, if that makes sense. How do you learn to be happy with yourself and just self-confidence in general? I'm so sick of feeling down about myself all the time. I've answered a question like this in a previous video. I'm gonna just summarize this about self-confidence, self-love, being happy. Why should I be happy in myself? How do I stop beating myself up? And simply, when I used to do this all the time, I still struggle with this. This is something we all go through every day. It is a thing I have to remind myself of, firstly, how grateful I am to be in this life, in this body, and I can't change this. This is what I have been placed with, so you need to make the most of it. So I guess when I was younger, when I had this realization, like, I was limiting my life so much. I wouldn't go out, I wouldn't socialize, I locked myself away. I was in such a bad cycle of self-hatred, and I remember waking up one day and just thinking, you're ruining and wasting your own life just because of the thoughts that you think other people are thinking about you, and they're probably not even thinking that. And even if they are, prove them wrong. Prove yourself wrong. And go and challenge yourself and go and get inspired and push yourself out of your comfort zone, because simply you are so lucky to be healthy, to be alive, to have a roof over your head. So many people would kill for that, and you're limiting your life, living in your head just because of your fear, irrational fears. So the minute I could get out of my head and say fuck it and live my life for myself instead of living it for the people that were judging me or giving me a hard time, I don't know, I just grew from that point. And every day I still have doubts, and every day sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, like, I'm not happy about that. You have to catch yourself when you start having those thoughts, because it's not healthy, and it's social conditioning that has made you feel that way. Like, you are not what other people think. You are so much more than that, and you have to connect with yourself. And you know the funniest thing about connecting with yourself, like, it can even go to the point where, like, sometimes if I feel distant from myself, this is so funny, but it might help you practice it. It's what helped me. If I felt lonely, if I felt down on myself, if I felt anxious, what I would do is I would, like, lay down, relax, breathe, and I would hold my own hand. Like, it's so weird, I'd just be laying down and I'd hold my own hand. If you can just, for a minute, look at it and connect with yourself, grab your hand and look at it and be like, I have myself, and like, you are your own best companion. So that's like a weird thing, but it always made me feel, and does make me feel, quite comforted. It's about connecting with yourself. Like, you are more than just your body, but it's cool to, like, touch in and be like, hey, this is you, this is me, this is us, look, we're going through this together. Like, you as a person and your body, like two people, two things. You have to find a yin-yang balance between the two and find love in that space. But also, life is short. Like, don't live your life in fear. Like, life is so fucking good when you get out of your head and you start living from your heart and from your passions. If you don't know what your passions are yet, live from your heart. It will tell you exactly where to go. Any rituals or little things you do to stay mindful and grounded? My best thing that I do is journaling, gratitude list, meditating, yoga, exercise, beach, talking. To feel connected again, I like to speak to a close friend, to my mom. I'll normally just like start rambling about things going on in my life and how I feel about certain things. It's taken me years to be confident and comfortable to express myself and how I feel, even if that involves crying or breaking down or just letting someone in. But as I've gotten older and I realized the need, how much I actually need to do that, it's become a lot easier for me to communicate with people and open up to people, which I'm so grateful for, because I used to get to a point of me having complete breakdown to be able to talk about stuff. Sometimes it still is like that. I'll have times where it's really hard for me to communicate and speak, but as I've gotten older and lately it's become easier, and it always helps me feel on track because I can just block out my life and block out my issues and what I need to get sorted, and I'm like, okay, I feel more clear now. So yeah, that's really good. Do you have a vision for your future in terms of your job, home, family, and voice? Totally. I have such a clear vision for, I guess, the person I want to become as I get older, the life I want to have. I'm so open for anything pretty much, and I know that I can't even predict my life, but I can predict kind of the person I want to grow into and become. And I mean, I am that person, but as I get older, I want to kind of develop my voice more. I want to be doing things that make people feel something, that help people feel not so alone. I want to do something that connects people that are like-minded. I'd love to do things in the music space. I'd love to do things, obviously acting, and being able to express myself through that, playing a different character, playing a role, putting my energy into something that is way bigger than me, something that will live on for, you know, years. And for my home, I have, you know, the one thing I can never predict is like where I'm gonna get married and have a family. Like, I don't know where in the world I would be or where I would even want to be, but I just want to be doing something always that is bigger than I am and that is for other people, not just for myself. I already live such an indulgent life. Like, my career is amazing. I get so many things that are just insane that I'm so grateful for. So I think that the basis of everything I do always has to come back to either helping someone directly, a group of people, or something that is just a bit more substantial than just for the sake of benefiting me. Like, I can benefit myself in my own time and like do things that are indulgent, and like, I'm such an indulgent person. Like, I spoil myself and I get spoiled, which I'm so lucky for. So if I have a voice or I can do something with more substance that might make other people feel good, then that's kind of my future plan for everything. It should have that vibe to it. How have you found motivation to keep pushing through your weight loss journey? It's extreme. It's hard. Like, losing weight is fucking hard. It is a journey. I have been on my journey for 5 years now. Like, weight loss, there is no quick fix to losing weight. It is a lifestyle change, and lifestyle changes take time and persistence and effort. I'm still going through mine. Like, I've been through moments where I've wanted to give up so many times, and I'm gonna make a separate weight loss video. I promise. I have so much to talk about on that topic. You gotta be doing it for yourself is the main thing. You've gotta wanna be healthy, not be a certain body type. You just have to wanna feel good. Get real with why you wanna lose the weight, and make sure you're doing it for you and just to live a healthy life and to feel good and be good. And that's why I stayed motivated, because it felt good to stay healthy, and that was a part of it. Being healthy and motivated and losing weight, it all kind of came hand in hand. Oh my god, my camera's flashing that it's about to die. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to quickly touch base, check in, see how everyone's going. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching this video. I'm going to be posting some more creative videos soon, which I'm so excited for. Leave any questions below, any video recommendations. I'll read them all. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.